Hello friends, hope you have subscribed to our channel and also checked out our courses available on our website www.letstudent.com. So let's start with today's session. Welcome to this problem solving session of the chapter Coordinate Geometry. Here we will learn to solve a problem based on a distance formula. As we already have an idea about the distance formula from the previous sessions, let's move on to this question as it says, find the value of y for which the distance between the points P2 minus 3 and Q 10y is 10 units. Let us first try to gather the information given. So number one, we are given with 2 points, point P that is with coordinates 2, minus 3, and we have point Q with coordinates 10y. Okay, and the point number 2 is we are given with the distance between them. Suppose there is a point P over here and Q over here. We have the distance between them, that is 10 units. And in given point P, this is our x coordinate and this is the y coordinate. Similarly, in point Q, 10 is our x coordinate, but we don't have the y coordinate. And that is what we have to find as per the question. So let us understand this situation with the help of graph. I have tried to draw a rough coordinate axis. So here it is our x-axis, here it is our y-axis. This is our origin. Okay, let's plot some points on x-axis. 1, 2, 3, ... let's say 10. Similarly, on negative side of y-axis, -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Let us first try to plot our point P. Okay, the x coordinate is 2. So we have 2 over here on x-axis and y coordinate is -3. So we have -3 here on y coordinate, y-axis. So our point P will be, should be somewhere here, right? This is our P. Coordinates are 2 and -3. And similarly, let us try to plot the point Q. Its x coordinate is given as 10. So here it is 10 on x-axis, but we don't have the value of y. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll try to locate all the points with x coordinate as 10. We can do that with the help of a line passing through x equals to 10. So I've tried to draw a line which is passing through value 10 on x-axis and parallel to y-axis. And this line, on this line, all the points will have x coordinate as 10. Okay, all the points on this line will have x coordinate as 10. Let me give you an information that on given line, on any given line, we have infinite number of points and it's impossible to plot all the points. So but I have taken some of them. I have taken 6 or 7 of them. So how we can write their coordinates? Definitely their x coordinate is 10. Okay, definitely their x coordinates are 10. But what about the y coordinates? We have different y coordinates. Like for example, let us say y coordinate of this point is y1, y2, y3, y4, y5 and y6. So in this way we have same x coordinates on this line, that is 10, and with different y coordinates, and our point Q is one of them. But how to figure out which one is Q? So now we have to take help of second condition, that is the distance between them is 10 units. So what we will do is we'll try to find the distance between P and these points and we'll check which point is giving us the distance of 10 units from point P. But as I told you, on a line there are infinite number of points. So considering each and every point and finding the length from P to check if the length is 10 units or not is not possible. So here we have to take the help of distance formula. This situation is like, suppose you have a rope along with your friend P, whose name is P, and he's asking you to stand anywhere on this line but to maintain a distance of 10 units from him. So the question is where you will stand on this line. That's what we need to find. And that can be understood, that can be figured out only when we know the value of y. So let's proceed with the distance formula. Distance formula says when you have 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2, and you can find the distance between them with this formula. D is distance between them, square root of x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. So in our case, D is this distance, that is 10 units. Okay, and our x1 is 2, y1 is minus 3, x2 is 10 and y2 is our y. Okay, let's apply that. 10 is, D is our 10, square root of x1 is 2 and x2 is 10 squared plus y1 is negative 3 minus y2 is y whole squared. So we have to simplify this. So let's go down a bit. So for getting rid of the square root, we'll square on both sides. So squaring on both sides, what we'll get? We'll get 10 squared equals to, we'll get rid of the square root, we will get 2 minus 10. What is 2 minus 10? Negative 8. So this is negative 8 squared minus 3 minus y squared. Fine. So we will get 100 for 10 squared and 64 for minus 8 squared. But we can't solve this because we have unknown value. So we have to apply a minus b whole squared formula. So what is a minus b whole squared formula? A minus b whole squared says a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So for time being, we can say that our a is negative 3 from here and b is y. Okay, so let us apply this formula to calculate this term. So a squared, so that is negative 3 squared minus 2 negative 3 and b is our y plus b squared, that is y squared. So what will happen? 100 equals to 64 plus negative 3 squared is 9. Negative 2 and negative 3 when multiplied becomes positive 6. We have y with 6 and we have y squared. So on simplifying further, we will get y squared plus 6y minus 27 equals to 0. And this is nothing but a quadratic equation. Let me write over here. It is a quadratic equation. Okay, and we all know how to solve this quadratic equation. We can use factorization formula or factorization method, I should say. So on factorizing, what we will get? We will get y plus 9 and y minus 3 as our factors. So from this, we will get y plus 9 equals to 0 or y minus 3 equal to 0. Let's go down a bit. So from this, what we'll get? We will get y equals to negative 9 or y equals to 3. So we got minus 9 for value of y, and also we got 3 as value of y. So from this we can say our point Q is 10 comma minus 9, or our point Q can also be said it as 10 comma 3. So in this way we got the values of y. Okay, so now you know where to stand on this line. 2 points, that is 10 comma minus 9. Because y is negative, we know it will be somewhere from here below the x-axis, and other point is 10 comma 3. It is somewhere above the x-axis. Okay, so let me give you some hints for solving this question. So in hint, I want to tell you that you can check your answer if it is correct or not. How to check? We are given with, you know that, right? We got p as 2 minus 3. So we have to check between p and q if the distance is really 10 units or not. Because if it is correct answer, we should get 10. Okay, let us check. We know the distance formula. Take this as x1, this as y1, this as x2, and this as y2. And applying this formula, let us check. x1 is 2 minus x2 is 10 whole squared. y1 is 3, negative 3, minus y2 is negative 9. So it will become positive. So what this will become? This will be 2 minus 10, that is minus 8, minus 8 squared. This will be minus 8. Minus 8 squared will be what? 64. And minus 3 plus 9, this will be 6, and 6 squared is 36. So we got root of 100, which is 10 units. Yes, we got the distance between them as 10 units. That means this q, I mean this value of y is correct. Similarly, we'll check for the next point, that is y equals to 3. Apply the formula on this q. So for that reason, we can take this as x2 and 3 as y2. So what we'll get? Let us see. We'll have x1 as 2, x2 as 10 as it is, and y1 as minus 3, and this time y2 as 3, okay, squared. So this will be 2 minus 10, it will be minus 8. So minus 8 squared will be 64, plus minus 3, it will be minus 6. So minus 6 squared, it is again 36. So this will be 100, and this gives us 10. So absolutely, even this value of y is correct. So in this way, you can back check your answer. So this is the hint for this question. So that's it for today. Hope you have understood this problem solving session. We'll be coming up with more such sessions, so stay tuned to us. And yes, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Also, press the bell icon to never miss an update from us.